We have some exciting things to chat with you about today.
Really exciting. Do you see the smile on my face? We're really excited for this. All right, we have some really exciting things to discuss with you today. We're only 3 weeks into our winter semester, so it's crazy that we even have to talk about things like this yet. But guess what? Spring is on the horizon.
It is.
And we're doing something really exciting with our spring semester, and that is creating an original staged lab of a musical. So a lab, do you want to explain what a lab is essentially?
A lab. So in the process of creating a musical that eventually ends up on a Broadway stage, first you have a reading, and you kind of work out the kinks and all those sorts of things, and then you put it, sometimes you can workshop it on its feet, and you can, have your book in your hand and do all those things, and then you kind of stage it out and you do the choreography and you make it a show, and it's a lab to see if everything works. If you need to change anything, then it would go into like previews and then it would open. So it's kind of a step in the direction of...
So it's full, it's on a stage, there's costumes, there's lights, there's sound, there's minimal set, there's pretty much everything that you would see in a show. It just might be slightly more abridged than a full-scale production that you might see. So we're doing a lab. We have a show that I have written the book and the music for, and Lisa and I have started collaborating on a lot of the finessing of the music and fitting in her choreography and what she wants to do. So it's really exciting. It's called, it doesn't have a title on it, but it's right here in living color. It's called Working Title, and it's not Working Title, the musical, just Working Title. I called it that when I didn't have a name for it, and then we decided that it actually was a name because it's about the kids, and we're all a work in progress, so we fell in love with it. It had a name all along, we just didn't know it. So what does that mean? How are we going to fit in rehearsals and work out a show?
What that means... All right, so we're going to have all of our same classes pretty much that we have. Some of the specialty classes aren't going to happen. A cappella is probably not going
to fizzle out towards the end of April.
Fizzle out towards the end of April anyway. So we're going to use that time for the core of this show, the core members of this show, to kind of have their rehearsal time blocked out in like a 2-hour, once a week sort of thing. And then they'll also, on occasion, be asked to come to some of the other classes. Musical theater, acting classes to kind of fit into what those classes are doing within the show.
Everyone can be a part of it. I have written in a special number at the beginning of the second act that is just for our younger students. It's super cute. It's going to be really fun. So they can all be involved. Our dance students can be involved. Don't feel like just because you're not, if it ends up that you're not in one of those leading parts that you're not involved. That's not the case. This is a big ensemble show in the way I hear it in my head. So we'll figure it out from there. So what Lisa was saying was that when a cappella fizzles out in April, we'll start bringing in, there's about like 10 to 12 central characters that the story revolves around. And so we will bring in that group of kids to rehearse for probably 2.5 hours every Thursday night. It's not just a rehearsal. They are not getting just a rehearsal. They are not just learning what the steps are and what the music is. They are getting technique. They are getting class. What we want to explain to everyone is that this is a brand new show. It has never been done before, and these characters,
nothing on YouTube.
Right?
There is nothing.
Can't compare it to anything. You can't listen to the album. It hasn't happened yet, but we're making it after the show in the summer. We're recording an album. So super fun. Just a side note there, but. We really want to teach the kids how to make this stirred from scratch thing all together, and how they can create a character, and how things work, how things don't work, how what they bring to a character might change a story arc, or
we might change some of the lines based upon how they create the character. We might say, oh, you know what, I like the way you said that better, or oh, you sang that, oh, I like the way you sang that, I like that note, that fits in really well. And we might change things based upon them. They're getting to create a musical from scratch, which is something that doesn't happen that often. So it's pretty exciting. We're very excited.
We're very excited. We're very excited. So when they do that, that rehearsal time on Thursdays. They will pay monetarily to be here. We'll figure that out. It probably won't be the full scale of a 2-hour class, but it will be comparable just because they are getting 3 instructors at once. I am music directing it. They won't let me direct it.
Because she wrote it.
But I'm music directing it. James is going to direct, and Lisa is going to choreograph, so it's going to be really fun. The first step in putting this up is having a reading. This is not a public reading. This is a private reading. I haven't notated out any of the music yet. It's all just being recorded by myself. So what that means is we will have people reading from the script, and then we will play the music and read from the script and play from the music, and that just tells us what's missing out of the story, what we need to add, what we need to take out, what works, what doesn't in the really early stages, so that we can pick it apart a little bit more before we have auditions. So if you want to be part of that reading, we are going to have that on Sunday, February 5th, probably in the afternoon, here at Starlight. Yep, in the late afternoon here at Starlight. Again, it is not an open event. It is just for us and our production team. And if you would like to be part of that, if you'd like to be considered, you should be in probably 6th grade or up, and just email us, reach out to us, or tell us at class, and then we will look through those names and figure out how we can make everyone a part of that wants to be. Okay. The next step after that will be auditions, and I know, so exciting. We have to have auditions. There's no ifs, ands, or what's about it. So that is going to happen on Saturday, February 18th.
In the late afternoon.
In the late afternoon, probably 3 o'clock to 8 o'clock we're looking at right now. Hopefully we don't have to go all the way to 8 o'clock, and we can use that time for like some callback things. But we'll be here for the majority of the day on Saturday, the 18th of February. You have to be here in person. We can't accept videos. The reason for that is because all of this is new, and I'm gonna wanna see things and hear things and put people together, because we are creating these characters from scratch. So I have some ideas in my head when I was writing it, but you never know.
Yep.
You never know what can happen. So we do need you in here in person. If you have a conflict and you can't be here on the 18th, let us know, and we'll try and find a spot for you where we can see you prior to that day.
With both of us at the same time.
Where we'll have you do some stuff. Yeah, if we can have James be there, that's great too. So that is what will happen. We'll have an appointment time for you. So you'll sign up with an appointment time. You'll come in. You'll sing something for us. I might have you do some more after that, and then we may keep you for a little bit to do some stuff. We may say that's all. So that is what's happening. The show itself is taking place on June 25th, which is a Sunday. It'll probably be in the late afternoon, probably around the same time we had our showcase. So exciting stuff. If you have any questions, please let us know. We're learning through this just like you are. So it's gonna be, trust us, just trust us. That's all I have to say. It's gonna be really fun, and
she's already made me cry. She's made me smile. I have laughed. The songs are beautiful. It's really wonderful. I'm kind of in awe right now of this one over here.
Excited. Please let us know if you'd like to be involved on the 5th. So please let us know if you'd like to be involved on the 5th. Please put the 18th of February on your calendars, and
the spring semester.
Yeah.
And June 25th.
Time flies. We're excited. Join us. See you soon.
Bye, guys.